Hey, Pat Rigsby here, and in today's episode, I want to talk with you about what it actually takes. Let's get started.
Welcome to the Fitness Business School podcast, the show for fitness business owners who want to grow their income, increase their impact, and improve their lifestyle. Be sure to listen till the end of this episode because we have a brand new special offer exclusive for listeners. So stay tuned.
I was listening to something from a friend of mine, Kevin Nations, the other day, and if you're not familiar with Kevin, Kevin is the guy who I think probably started the whole kind of high ticket revolution, if you will, and he had a business or an offering called One Man Millions. He had something where it's like big money from small events. He's run a really high end mastermind for many years, and Kevin is a fountain of wisdom in many cases. And I heard him say something the other day about doing your best versus doing what it takes. Because the interesting thing is you'll hear a lot of people who fall short of their objectives. They'll say, I did my best. And it's almost this acceptance that I didn't get there, but I tried hard. And I think that the thing about it is most objectives we have in life, there's a standard that you have to meet. You have to do whatever it takes to achieve that objective. And I think we learn that in school. Like somebody can try hard on a project, or a test, but you have to get a certain number of answers right on that test to get an A. If you want to get a diploma or a degree, there are a certain number of credit hours required in a certain set of classes in order to do that. It doesn't matter if you went to class, if you took notes, whatever else, you don't pass the test, you don't get the A. You don't complete the classes, you don't get the diploma or degree. And I think inherently we should understand that the idea of I tried hard, I did my best, I think sometimes we may not even know what our best is because it's almost this consolation prize. We'll say that knowing that so often we're capable of meeting a standard that we've not done it before. So we don't have an appreciation for what it takes. But when you really want something, you have to get clear about what that standard is, and you've got to say, okay, this is what it's going to take to get there. I see it time and time again, and we're in the season as I record this where annual planning's happening and people are setting their goals for the upcoming year. And I will regularly see people set these grandiose goals that are a pretty big distance from where they are currently. And the reality is they don't know what it takes to get to those goals yet because they've never been there. If you're a freshman in college, you've never taken a 400 level class. So you don't know what that looks like. You don't know what that entails yet. But, there's a path to get there, right? Like you take 100 level classes and 200 level and 300 level classes along the way. If you are a business owner doing $150,000 annually and you want to get to $300,000, you have to get to 160, you have to get to 170, and those aren't really that unfamiliar to you, right? They're a little bit different than where you're at, but a lot of what got you to that point will still work. Now, I think one of the misunderstood, I guess, elements of the phrase, what got you here won't get you there, is that you almost abandon the things that got you to a certain point. And I don't believe that to be true. If most businesses that get to that threshold of doing $12,000, $15,000, $20,000 a month, they've become competent at getting clients and delivering a result because you got to have a decent number of people in to hit those benchmarks, and you have to be able to retain them so it's not a revolving door. So you don't stop having to get new clients and retain people. So this idea of the things that got you to this point aren't relevant anymore. No, they're relevant, but they're not enough. It now is an incomplete answer. Now you have to raise the bar of what it's going to take. Now you've got to be good at hiring and developing a team and leading a team. You probably have to be better at managing your numbers. You have to have better systems in place because there are more moving parts. There's more complexity to the business. It takes what it takes. You don't get to be the business owner who is building a 7-figure business on a $80,000 a year infrastructure. It's just not going to happen. But all too often, they'll set those big goals and they won't be okay with meeting the standard. They won't say, okay, this is what it takes to get there. They'll look at somebody's social media profile and they'll say, hey, I want to be where they are. I want to have what they have. But they're a little less clear about saying, I'm willing to do everything they did to get there. So if you want to build a better business, and hopefully you do, hopefully that's why you're listening to this, and I would suspect that's the case, then understand that doing what it takes is a non-negotiable. Like you're not going to be the exception where you get to have the great things that everybody else had to work for, and all of a sudden you're just going to arrive there. But that's okay. Once you're clear with that and you're willing to do it, then it becomes more of a when I get there, not if I get there. So just a wonderful reminder from my friend Kevin, doing your best isn't the answer. Doing what it takes is the answer.
Thanks for listening to this episode of the Fitness Business School. Before you go, I have a quick announcement. One of the things that we've been doing with our current clients is taking them through this ideal business diagnostic. And really what it is, this checklist that allows you to pinpoint exactly what your business needs next so you can keep improving, keep growing, and build a business that you love to own. One that pays you well, one that allows you to have the impact you want to have, and one that allows you to have a lifestyle that you truly enjoy. In this diagnostic, we walk through everything and we do an evaluation and can instantly pinpoint what you need to do next to build that business that you want. I'm going to extend this opportunity to get on with either me or my team and take you through this evaluation and fix your business's most vital needs fast. So if we take you through this, you're going to be able to make those vital changes that you need to finally have what I call your ideal business. If you'd be interested in going through this entirely free, risk-free diagnostic with us and learn what you already have in place, what you're doing well, and where your greatest opportunities for rapid improvement are, just shoot me an email with diagnostic in the subject line to pat@patrigsby.com. Again, an email to pat@patrigsby.com with diagnostic in the subject line will get you scheduled and take you through this evaluation to help you build the business you want.